Well, 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 I hope you all have your shitting pants on because you're about to shit your pants. Or maybe it's your brown pants. That was a very Deadpoolish reference by Negan. Anyway, what's up, people? Nightface here. I'm going to get into depth into reviewing The Walking Dead Season 8 premiere. Mercy, I believe is the name of this episode. So yeah, I just watched it. It's fresh in my head. I'm going to just dive into this. So if you want to avoid spoilers, make sure you watch the episode first, because I'm just going to get right into the spoilers. There's a good amount to talk about here. So yeah, let's go right into it. So the whole beginning sequence, the opening with Rick having these visions, it's just so surreal. He has like this, I don't even know, this big, long, gray beard, trying to make him look like a senior citizen. And, yeah, I don't know what to make of that. I don't know where they're going with this. Is this like a vision of the future? Is this what he thinks is going to be his future outcome? Or are we actually seeing scenes that are taking place at the end of this season or something like that? You know what I mean? So it's odd. Everybody's just like, oh, everything's so beautiful, so white and bright, and yeah. So I don't know what to make of it. Honestly, I'm a little flabbergasted. I don't know what to make of it. I don't think I can even form an opinion. I don't even know if I like it or I don't like it, or I don't know yet. I have to see more where this goes. Okay, so that being said, yeah, we open up and Rick and the crew, man, they're just on it. They're hunting Negan down. I mean, they don't even have to hunt him down. They know where he's at, I believe. But what they're doing, though, is they're taking over all the outposts, which I freaking loved. I love those raid sequences where Rick had this list. He's just crossing out, places that Negan has all his men posted at. So they took one out. It was a random tree in the middle of the road. Took him out. He dropped. Then Daryl took one out. And they just eliminating these random locations where they got scouts and lookouts. And they're just taking over these places. And I love it. I love, in particular, when Rick stabbed one of these lookout guys that works for Negan. And that guy was like bleeding. What a fucking idiot. His last words were like, "Oh, your boy's gonna die. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna be begging again, Rick." And Rick was like, "Oh, really? Let me just take my hatchet and introduce you to my friend, Mr. Zombo here." And the Walker just goes to town on him, starts eating, that was great. That was a great moment. Just Rick has just had enough, and it's about time, because I'm going to just speak about briefly. I'm not going to try to rant. Just talk briefly about last season. My problems with last season were, honestly, it was just, how do I say this? This was very underwhelming, very empty. Like, it had no substance. Like, it was just a colossal mess. I mean, the impact we got last season with Glenn and Abraham's death was so shocking. The first episode was probably the best episode of the whole season. Because they hyped it, and then when they executed it, okay, then we just took a nosedive. Like following Rick, just moping around. Everyone's so depressed, so down. Taking shit from Negan. And I know how this is supposed to happen, because it happens in the comics. I'm not complaining about that they follow that same storyline. It's just the way they executed it. It's just very bland. I really didn't care, especially when they came back after the mid-season hiatus. And then the second best episode was the last episode of last season. Ironically, when they finally rose up. And you had Ezekiel come in, like, "This is for the kingdom, my kingdom brothers," with Shiva. That was great. That was just great. But everything else in between, I'm just going to say one word, garbage. And I'm not saying last season was garbage. I'm saying garbage because of those garbage people. Those random fucking people that showed up last season. You remember them? Do you remember them? You don't want to remember them. So any Walking Dead fan can't justify having the garbage people. God, they were just the worst, most random, most unnecessary character introduction. It's like, we're playing too many cooks in the kitchen now? Because the primary focus should just be the Sanctuary, should be the Saviors. I'm sorry, the Saviors, Negan versus, Rick and his group. That's it. Why the fuck did they have to get these people from Dumpster City? Like, what the hell was the point of that? I hate those characters. And I'm pretty sure they're going to come back this season. When they do, it's probably going to be a terrible episode. I'm calling it right now. But, yeah, that was a big negative for me last season. So, anyway, let's talk about this episode, all right? That's what you're here for. Let's focus back. So, yeah, so we get this amazing action sequence towards the end where Rick and crew come. And then I like how they fortified their cars. They put those metal, like, fucking... parts from Alexandria that they used to put up the wall. They used parts of that, and put it on their cars, to make it. They look very Mad Max-ish, like Mad Max Fury Road-ish. The way they reinforced their cars was badass. I like that. And then the way they parked, like parallel, and the way they set it up was like a giant shield, like they can hide behind. That was so fucking smart. I like that. Good. So, Walking Dead, big points for you for that. That was pretty cool. And so we get, Rick and Maggie, Jesus, from here on out, I say Jesus, like that. That's how I have to say it. Anyway, so yeah, you got Jesus, you got the hilltop, and everybody, they all go to Negan's compound. And I was pleasantly surprised, because they could have dragged it out, because last season was just dragged out from start to finish. And I like that they just dove right in, giving us what we wanted, as viewers. And waste no fucking time. What a great way to start off the 100th episode. So this, yeah. And we get Negan come out like, Rick, So we got him come out. He's there with Dwight. He's there with the dude from GTA. Everybody knows who he is. And, we get Rick counting down to 10. Great freaking moment. Great reverse parallel there. He's like, are you going to make me count? Hold on, Negan gonna make me count. I'm gonna have to count to 10, Negan. And Negan, I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan's expression. He's just like impressed. Like, like, damn, Rick. Damn, you okay, you got the juice now, like, so, that's a great moment. And I guess Negan expected his lieutenants to come, but they didn't show up because we had, Morgan, we had, Carol, Daryl, and Tara, taking care of that. Basically, with their side of the story started off, where they're just blowing up cars and just leading all these walkers. And you're like, where the fuck are they leading these walkers to? And obviously, they were leading them to the Sanctuary, which was pretty cool. You find that out in the end. So we get that. Oh, and then we get a little moment with Carl, and then the random guy, the one who was like mumbling about his mom or something. Like, oh, mama, I didn't steal the can of sardines or some shit. And then Rick scares him off. He's like, I aimed high. I wasn't going to try to kill him, Carl, And then Carl just left him that can in the end, just trying to befriend him. We'll see how that goes. But that dude clearly has PTSD. He's not all up in there, Yeah, so, man, going back to that sequence at the Sanctuary was great, because Rick didn't even finish counting. He was just like, 7! So fuck it. That was great. Shot up all the windows. Amazing moment. And, yeah, they just wreaked havoc, man. They just wreaked havoc on Negan's compound. And it was glorious. I loved every minute of it. And for a second, I was like, wait, they're actually doing all-out war in just one episode? No, Walking Dead, you do not dare. You do not tread, on water like that. I freaking thought they were going to go there, but they didn't, because all-out war is all about Season 8, so they're just not going to kill the best thing going for them, So I like that Rick was trying to kill Negan. Should have killed him. I know everybody's going to be saying, oh, you should have killed him, and then Father Gabriel was like, oh, it's not about you, remember? I thought Father Gabriel quit being a priest. Like, what the hell? Stop giving Rick advice he don't need, I like savage, murderous Rick, when he's getting shit done. But anyway, yeah, so Negan gets away. It's funny because it bites Gabriel in the ass in the end. Because, and Gregory's a piece of shit. Oh my god. Actor's fabulous. I like Xander Berkeley's the actor. He's been in 24. He's like a great character actor. But man, this character Gregory is a real piece of garbage. He's fucking scum. Has no spine. You know, he brought him out. He's like, oh yeah, you're with the hilltop. You know, you're gonna go home right now. And they weren't gonna hear that shit. I love when Jesus is like, we're with Maggie. Yeah. Jesus, you know. So that was a great moment. Yeah, and Gabriel had to just, grow fucking conscious. We all know how that goes in the Walking Dead world. And he tried to save Gregory Stabaz. And what does Gregory do? How does he repay him? He takes his fucking shit and rolls out like, peace, sucker. And, he gets around it and he just goes inside this trailer. And, of course, Negan was right there. Like we saw from the previews and the promos, it's like, do you got your shitting pants on? Because you're about to shit your pants, you know? So, pretty solid start to the season. I gotta say, pretty solid start. I enjoyed every minute of it. I don't think things were too dragged out. I mean, for story-wise sake, they're probably going to stretch it out like they normally do. But I just hope they find a good balance this season. I don't want to see the same rinse and repeat formula. You know, I don't want to see like side stories just to fill in a fucking episode or two. Like, okay, now we're going to join Father Gabriel while he tries to find his congregation, a new one, and build himself a church. And in the way, he'll run into the garbage people. Or, some unnecessary bullshit like that. We don't want that. Stay with the main focus. The main focus is Negan and Rick trying so hard not to kill him. Yet, So, yeah, if they stick to that, I think this might be a solid comeback for The Walking Dead. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Rating, I'm going to go with a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for this episode. I look forward to the next one. Post your comments. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Are you excited for this season? Were you disappointed? What are your predictions going into the next episode? Do you think Negan is going to kill Gabriel, or do you think he's going to use him like Eugene? Post your comments and let me know what you thought, and thanks for watching as always.